Hey everybody, this is Tao at the Forge. I'm just going to come to you with a quick one today talking about challenger decks. So recently, like in the last day or two, there's been some conflict in the Magic community about challenger decks and whether they're good value or not. So you got on one hand, you got like the professor saying that yeah, they're going to be great value, and on the other hand, you have people like Rogue Deckbuilder saying that no, they're terrible. Right? So I just wanted to just put my 2 cents in on this one and see what you guys think as well. And I'll put a survey at the end of the video so you guys can, vote and see. Let me know, what do you think? Who thinks that they're good value? Who thinks they're not? I'm going to put up my argument here. And for me, I think they're good value. All right, and this is what I'm going to say. And if you think I'm wrong, let me know, because I'm willing to change my mind. So, first of all, I think it's good value because it's cheap. Right? So it's a good way to break into the format. It gets you into standard with something pretty competitive. And it's not gonna, probably not gonna sweep, but it gets you something competitive. It is like a tier 1.5 or tier 2 deck, and you get it for what, $30 US or something like that. It means in Canada it'll probably be like $40. All right, so I think that's pretty good. Now, the Magic the Gathering speculators, basically, or shop owners and those guys, don't really like the product. Okay, and this is kind of where Rogue Deckbuilder is coming in from. And one thing he says that it's not going to make you any money because all the card values are going to drop like crazy. Yes, I 100% agree. Right? So right now they're saying, yeah, you can get for $30, you can get $90 worth of cards. Okay, but realistically, because these are all so mass printed, they're not going to be worth $90, when they come out. Or if they are, you'd have to sell everything right away, because the price is just going to plummet on all these things, right? So even your Chandras and Heart of Kirins and stuff like that, all the prices of those cards are going to just plummet because there's just so many of them, and because this, I believe that this product will be so widely purchased. But my point is that that's not the point of the deck, right? So when I talk about it being a good product and being a good purchase, I mean it's good for the players, right? So you can get players coming in and, it could be a returning player or a new player, and they need a way to get into the format, and they're not going to want to spend like $300 on a deck. So if you tell them, hey, you know what, you can get in for $30 and you're going to be reasonably competitive, right? People are going to get into the game, right? And then when they get into the game, then that brings new blood. It keeps the game alive. Magic is the kind of thing where you have to keep bringing new people in because there's always people who stop playing, right? So, but you get them in, and then later on, they will spend more money like afterwards, right, once they get into it. And so I think it is good for the game, and overall for game stores, it will get more people there, which gets more excitement. And like if you get more people at FNM and more young people especially, right, then you're going to see more people, like you see the game grow, and that's just good for everybody. That's what I think. So to put it short in that one is that you're going to get like a lot of more younger people, or people who are just re-entering the game, or just beginners. They're going to be buying these decks. They're going to be fairly competitive, so they'll be able to compete. You get hopefully more people at FNMs and more people playing. More people playing means more people loving the game, and more people loving the game means just more hype and more secondary sales as people want to complete their play sets and stuff like that. So the other thing is that one thing Rogue Deckbuilder said is that there's no value after rotation. All right, so yeah, that's true. Again, so like it's going to lose all the value, when you lose your. So you're going to lose all your value when they first come out, because they're going to drop. Of course, like no one's going to pay like $40 or $30 for a Chandra when you get a deck and a Chandra for that, right? So, and because you can buy them at big box stores, it's not exclusive to your LGS. Then of course the price is going to go down. But then again, after rotation, these cards are going to take another hit in value. And yes, you have to understand that. So don't buy these decks if you're thinking you're just going to make money off of them, because you're not, right? You're really not. What I'd say is buy them because they're fun, right? Because you like playing the game, right? Like, you can get in there and, yeah, like you can play your Hazoret Aggro or Vehicle Rush. Spending $30, American, or $40 Canadian, to basically go and play for 5 months, right? Like for 5 months of play is really good. That's less than $10 a month, right? So it's worth it to play for that. Now, if you said like, I want to get in and I need you to pay like, $300 and you're going to rotate, and then you have to pay like another 80 or something to try and replace cards if you can find replacements, right? Then that's not really reasonable. One thing is that I work with a lot of young people, right? Like, I'm talking like teenagers and stuff like that, right? So people 15 to 20, like that age range, right? They're actually interested in the game, but they don't have like $300 to get into standard. And to ask them to do that is just not really fair, right? And even though if they're interested, they just won't do that because they have other things that they have to spend their money on, right? And so what you get is you get basically situations where people are just being basically paying to win, right? Where they're just buying the latest net deck. They could look on MTG Goldfish, find like the most common decks, see one they like, of course, and they just buy that deck, and other people who can't afford it can't compete against them. Yes, in a way, that's part of the game, right? Is that, yes, there is a cost element to it, but the barrier to entry can't be so high. Like $300 for standard, I think, is just too much. Right now, $30 gets you in, it gets you reasonably competitive. If you kick in another $30, you can be even more competitive. So if you wanted to double up your Chandras or something, buy 2 of them, right? And then you get a whole bunch of extra cards, and you can double up your cards or whatever. Maybe sell the extras to recover some of your money or whatever, right? So I still think it's a good card. Remember, it's a game. Yes, it is a trading card game, but I think people sometimes get the idea that you're going to have to, like, you're always going to make money, or you should always make money on your cards. And like, there's really no other hobby that's like that. When I go hunting, right, like, it's not like the value of my equipment is going to increase, right? I don't go hunting, but when I do any other hobby, like, when I buy a computer to make videos, right, like, it's not like the value of the computer is increasing. In fact, every day it's decreasing. So at the end of it, it's not like I can sell it for more and make my money off of it. So the whole thing is that you're just doing it to have fun, right? So that's what these are. Like, if you're trying to make money off it, yeah, they're terrible. I agree with Rogue Deckbuilder. They're not good for, if you're speculating and trying to make money off of it. But if you are trying to get into the format and have fun with it, then definitely I think it's a way. I still think it's a way to go. So let me know what you think in the comments. If you disagree with me, put it in there. Like I said, I'm willing to change my mind. And stay tuned. I'll put in a survey here, like just 2 questions. Are they good? Yes or no? Let me know what you think. Anyways, thanks for watching. That's it for now. See you next time. To join an amazing Magic the Gathering community, check out kitchentablemtg.com.